everyone, and welcome to step 31, I sprout, or step 31, sprouting growth. So guys, my doggo, I don't know what she's running after. No. I don't know why doggos bark. Please excuse the barking doggos. Okay, so step 31, I sprout growth. So yeah, guys, this is the final countdown. It brings that song. It's the final countdown. It just brings it into my, my mind. And yeah, step 31, sprouting growth. You've done 30 days of putting in self-love, so you should be able to see the sprouts, the very first, whenever you're planting and you're growing stuff, the seeds, they break open and the little bitty tiny leaf comes out. So that's what we should be seeing here with our self-love. And my tiny leaf is not very happy because I guess, like I discovered during this season, my self-hatred runs deep, 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 and it's so hard for me to counter that self-hatred. It is so tough, you guys. There are people in my life that will just constantly give me reasons that I should hate myself, I shouldn't like myself. I need to not care what others think, and this is not easy for me. I really care about what those that I care about think about me, So, I don't know. I'll figure it out one way or another. I'm not necessarily happy. I'm not going to get on here and be like, everything's going good. The growth is sprouting so beautifully. It's like I thought that I was sprouting a beautiful tree, but it turns out I'm sprouting a tiny blade of grass or something like that. So, I don't know. Guys. I'm really going through it. It's tough for me. I don't want to talk bad about people. I don't want to talk bad about the situation. I don't know, guys. The growth that's sprouting, I'm going to be grateful for the growth that is sprouting, and I'm going to love and protect that. I'm going to try to focus on that and not focus on all the reasons, the 10 million, 100 million reasons that I have to hate me. Because I have them. I've got 100 million, 1,000 reasons to hate me. And so I'm going to focus on the 2-3 reasons why I am lovable, why I am worthy of life and life that I enjoy. I'm worthy of having a joyful life. Even though it's like one of the hardest things I've ever done. It's so freaking hard for me because I'm such a people pleaser. And I so want to please my loved ones. I want to please them so much. So I'm going to look at this like in this sea of self-hatred. I have this little bitty sprout of self-love. But yeah, I'm going to nurture that sprout today. We'll see where it goes. I do still have hope. I've got hope. So I'm not losing hope yet. But I don't know. We'll see, guys. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the flip side. Hello, step 31, flip side. Oh my goodness, y'all. It has been a crazy morning. I mean, I've been feeling all kinds of feelings. But honestly, the pep talk on Sirius Joy with Robbie Hunt filling in for Sensei actually helped a whole lot this morning. A whole lot. It helped me realize that this crazy energy that I'm feeling is in line with the astrology and that I'm meant to feel it. And the reason for these feelings coming up today and the reason for them coming up now is that we get to see more clearly what does not belong in our life, what our heart is not feeling, our heart's not in. And the key to today is to allow yourself to see all these hard feelings. Don't try to fix them. Allow them to be, see them, let them be, and then find a way to laugh at them. Find a way to laugh at the harsh feelings that you're feeling, and then find a way to move towards what your heart wants to feel. So it's like you start off the day feeling heavy and everything that you're doing wrong, and it's a big mess, and you can actually carry that energy all throughout the day. That's an option that we have. A lot of people do that. But we could start off the day feeling these heavy energies, feeling everywhere that we don't belong, everywhere that makes our heart sad. And then we can find the humor in it, find the good in it. And then think to ourselves, okay, I don't belong feeling unworthy. I don't belong feeling like I don't belong. So what does that mean that I do belong? Well, it means that I do belong feeling worthy. It means that I do belong where I belong. I do belong where I feel I fit in. So if I feel like I don't fit in, it's just because I don't belong there. If I feel like I do fit in, well, that's where I belong. And so I'm going to focus more on where I do belong. I have this information over here of what I don't like, what I don't belong with. I have that information. It was clear as day to me this morning with my feelings and everything. But now I can take that information and I can choose to move forward towards where I do belong. I can choose to move away from where I don't belong, move away from unworthiness, and move towards worthiness. So I expect to finish this day feeling better than the way that I started it. So there you guys go. Step 31. I sprout. I was able to write in my journal the sprouts that are coming up and what doesn't belong. The weeds. The weeds, actually, they tend to sprout up and a lot faster than our tree that we're trying to grow, you know? The weeds tend to come up. So it's time to notice the weeds and to make a plan for how we're going to pluck the weeds. But for right now, because, you know, the weeds, maybe, I'm not a gardener, but maybe the weeds are all stuck in the roots and everything. So we need to realize that these weeds have grown up faster than my beautiful little sprouting tree. But their roots, the weeds' roots, are probably entangled in my tree's roots. So I can't just yank them up. I'm likely to yank up my little sproutling tree. And I don't want to do that. So what I will do is I will make a plan for how I can remove these weeds and protect my tree. So does that make sense? So right today, I'm going to focus on my tree, and I'm going to focus on making a boundary around my tree to ensure that the weeds don't infect my tree. And later on this week, I will find a way to pluck those weeds out, because we don't need no weeds. We do need our tree. So yeah, and I do like that I keep calling it a tree, because it shows how slow this growth is, because I tend to think, you know, I've done my 40 days, I should be a master. I've done this, I should be a master. I've done that, I should be a master. But all that I've done is I've planted the seed, and the seed's now beginning to sprout, and it's a tree. So this is going to take years and years and years. I remember one time Sensei said, you did not become your broken self overnight. You didn't just break overnight. It wasn't one day you decided, I want to be broken. You went to bed and you woke up and you were broken, you know? No, you did not become broken overnight. It took you years to become broken. It took a lot of outside influences, a lot of stuff to break you. You didn't just break overnight. It took years to break. It took years to develop my critical mindset to myself. That took me years. So why would I think that I can just do 40 days and everything's fixed. That doesn't make sense. If it took me years to get here, it's going to take me years to get out of here. Does that make sense? I just remember Sensei saying that, and it's one of the little nuggets that I tend to hold on to, because there are times, like my ego wants everything now, and my ego wants to be healed now. My ego wants to move on to helping others heal, which I still believe I can help others heal. I've helped so many people heal with my unhealed self. You do not have to be healed to help others heal. Okay, guys? So let me make that straight. I've helped many people with my unhealed self. So that's a beautiful thing, and I'm so happy with that. But yeah, my ego wants me to be fully healed, fully mastered now, right now. We have no time to wait. So when my ego begins to beat me up, it teams up with my mind, and it's like, oh, she's not there. She's supposed to be there. And mine's like, oh yeah, here's all the logical reasons that you should be there. Okay, mind, you need to chill out. Your job is not to bring me down. Your job is to support my heart. So you're supporting the ego in a way that brings me down whenever you do that, okay, mind? So please, please, please focus on my heart, the good things, what we have done, what we can do. And ego, you need to chill. Because honestly, I understand that you want it now. You're completely valid in wanting it now. You want everything now, because now is where we're at. The ego realizes that. But the ego needs to chill, because I didn't get here in a day. I'm not going to get out of here in a day. I didn't get here in 40 days. I'm not going to get out in 40 days. So please, ego, allow us to be where we are now. And let's find a way to be happy with the now, instead of saying, I'll be happy when the now is, So, and then that allows the mind to be able to help the heart more, and how logically it makes logical sense that we wouldn't be healed right now, and it makes logical sense that this is going to take time. So that's the mind beginning to support the heart instead of the ego. So yeah, that's how this goes, and lots of information here in the step 31 flip side, but it is what it is. I just let this stuff flow. I don't write no scripts. So, whatever, guys. I'm so glad that you're here, though. I'm so glad that you're watching. I feel so loved and supported. I really am glad for all of you guys. I hope that you're enjoying this series. I hope that you're learning something from it. What about you? Do you have weeds in your garden? Is it hard for you to not focus on the weeds, or, to focus on the growth and the good things? Can you laugh at your shadow self? Are you able to laugh at yourself that is so bitter and doesn't understand? Can you laugh at that side? What are some tips and tricks that you use? So, okay, I've asked a lot of questions today too. So there you guys go. Thank you for being here. I love you guys so much. I hope that you can feel the love. And I will see you guys on step 32. Woo!